So, we have all been there.
Oh, yeah.
You are under a desk, or maybe you're behind a TV cabinet, and you are just cursing at a surge protector because you are playing what I call power strip Tetris.
It is the universal struggle.
Right. You have got like 6 critical devices to plug in, but because every single manufacturer decided to use those massive, bulky wall wart adapters,
You can't fit them.
you can physically only fit, what, 3 of them?
If you're lucky, and then you end up daisy chaining strips or buying those weird rotating plugs just to make things fit. It is. It's unsightly, sure, but it is also just bad infrastructure.
That is exactly why this piece of hardware in our stack today caught my eye. And look, I'll be honest, it is not sexy.
No.
It is not flashy.
Yeah.
And reading the spec sheet is a bit like reading a phone book. But for anyone managing a rack or a complicated desk setup, this thing, the Kramer VA-102P5, it solves a massive headache.
It really does. I mean, our mission with this deep dive is to look at how professional AV installers handle that clutter crisis. And what we found in the source material from HDTV Supply is that pros don't just buy bigger power strips. They change the topology of how they deliver power entirely.
So walk me through the physics here. Mechanically, how does this actually replace the bricks? Is it just like a fancy strip with wider spacing?
No, it is a fundamental shift. Instead of taking 10 separate devices, let's say signal extenders, converters, switchers, whatever, and plugging 10 individual AC transformers into the wall,
Right.
this unit acts as a central distribution hub.
Go ahead.
It is a single box, maybe 8.5 inches wide. It takes one plug from the wall, just one. Then it distributes 5 VDC power directly to 10 different devices.
Okay, that makes sense. You're basically deleting the middleman.
Exactly.
You replace 10 bulky, cheap adapters with one professional-grade power station.
That's it. And the sources specifically list compatibility with Kramer tools and Kramer Pico tools, but really it is for any 5 VDC device that fits the connection.
Right.
But I want to circle back to something you just said. Getting rid of the cheap adapters, that is actually the biggest technical win here.
You mean beyond just saving space?
Right. Think about power hygiene.
Power hygiene, okay.
When you have 10 different wall warts from 10 different factories, you have 10 cheap capacitors, 10 potential points of failure, and 10 sources of heat and electrical noise. By moving to the VA-102P5, you are centralizing that into one robust power supply.
That is a great point. You are cleaning up the signal chain, not just the floor.
Precisely.
But let's talk juice, because a central hub is only good if it can actually handle the load.
Precise. The specs are quite reassuring on that front. This unit provides a maximum of 1.8 amps of current per output.
Is that a lot? I feel like I usually see 0.5 amps or maybe 1 amp on my phone chargers.
It is plenty of headroom. Most signal converters or small AV tools sip about 0.5 to maybe 1 amp at peak.
Okay.
So at 1.8 amps per channel, you aren't straining the PSU. And looking at the total load, it can handle 18 amps across the whole unit. You aren't risking a voltage drop that causes a device to glitch right in the middle of a presentation.
Which is key, because glitchy power usually looks like glitchy video, and nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Physically, it seems built to take a beating, too.
Yeah.
It operates safely up to, 40 degrees Celsius?
Yeah, which is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which matters if this is sitting in a server rack where things get toasty.
Absolutely.
And I have to mention a detail I loved from the in-the-box section.
Oh, the cables.
Yes. It actually comes with the 10 DC to DC cables.
Yeah.
That is such a relief.
Yeah.
Usually you buy these pro-grade things and then realize you have to spend another hour hunting for the right connecting wires.
It is a massive convenience factor. It's designed for high population installations. Think control rooms or medical facilities.
Right.
Actually, did you notice the mention of the MD variant?
I did, yeah. It said it's suitable for medical applications.
That is a huge indicator of quality. Medical grade usually means much stricter standards for things like electrical leakage and isolation.
Yeah.
If the platform is safe enough to be near a patient, it is definitely robust enough for your home office or AV setup.
Okay, but we have to address the elephant in the room.
The price.
The price.
Yeah.
I clicked through to the listing on HDTV Supply to see what this costs.
Yeah.
$560.
I know.
That is the discounted price. I mean, I can buy a decent laptop for that money.
Yeah.
How did they justify over $500 for a power supply?
It is a serious investment, no doubt, but you have to look at the cost of failure.
Okay.
If you are an installer and a $20 wall wart fails during a live event or a critical medical procedure, the cost of that downtime is way higher than $560.
That is fair. you are paying for insurance, essentially.
Precisely. And HDTV Supply is a 25-year veteran in this space. They aren't a fly-by-night operation. They offer free USA shipping, a factory warranty, and they do have a 10% discount code, literally just the number 10% off, which helps take the sting out.
A little bit.
But ultimately, this is pro gear with a pro price tag.
So if you were tired of the fire hazard behind your desk, this basically transforms that tangled mess into a proper system.
It puts the clutter crisis to bed.
Before we wrap this deep dive, what is the one thing sticking with you?
Honestly, it is that idea of power, cleanliness.
Yeah.
We obsess over our expensive screens and cameras, right? But we feed them electricity from the cheapest possible sources. It makes you wonder, if you clean up the power source, could you actually extend the life of your expensive tech?
Something to chew on the next time you look at that dust bunny behind your desk. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.